I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Cowboys going up against the Rams. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. In motion right comes Matthews. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was in the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Detroit! He'll come out throwing here on first down. And the grab by Croft. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going by trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
Now back to throw. And that's complete to Croft. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And this is caught at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kenneth Dixon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And Hilton, the man in motion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll look to throw here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Well, partner, so much for the change of scenery. From St. Louis to Los Angeles. They gave up 3 field goal blocks last year as the St. Louis Rams. Yep. You'd think maybe in L.A. that might get corrected.
Another one here, though, in Los Angeles.
And just think about the people in St. Louis right now.
You think they're smiling?
I'd say it might be more than a smile at this moment. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dumping it off for Johnson. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Remain here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. One receiver left is Hilton. Back to throw again. Underneath for Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a Dallas 1st down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it down inside. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate where he throws a nice pass for a first down.
Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dominique Easley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. They'll run. It's Dixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Surveying the field. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Wide open receiver complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Kenneth Dixon, the running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now a first down following that long gain. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a soap out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Okay, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll set up a throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a fourth down because it's a...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to go back to Matthews there. And it's third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the grab by Croft. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll be second down. But defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. Well, a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down but not before they're inside the 25. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of this.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here we go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go. Green, 39. Watching that body.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And now it's 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw underneath for Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They come out here in the eye. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Anthony Fasano from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Ravens coming in at 3-5, going up against the Buccaneers, who come in at 2-6. With that, let's get you on up to Baltimore as we welcome in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down following the run. Now a handoff looking right. A beautiful fake. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
To return, here's Michael Campanero. They come up in an offset eye. The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's got time in the pocket. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore there. That'll bring up second down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Quan Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And brought in by Jarrell Adams. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing, Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got Evans. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And he's got room. Fighting through. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Jameis to throw it. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the left here to Reed. Whoa, it's still. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Ravens. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Let's go. Forward. Watch out. Forward. Let's go.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Hill, the lone setback. First down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarrell Adams, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there, and it's third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Get ready! Blue 58. Blue 58.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Second down here after the incomplete pass. A second down throw for Winston. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Jameis to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. On fourth down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. Back deep, Michael Campanaro. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Give them 18 on that one. And it'll give the Ravens a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he knocks him over. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. 2nd down following the incompletion. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Let's go.
They'll run it with Hill. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Bucs now. And the ball banked way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Winston now after the fumble recovery. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Hill, the lone setback. They go play action here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Play action now. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Can't find anyone open. Look at the time. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Winston looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want big tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Bridgewater. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So completion on second down. That brings up third. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jeremy Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle here to Wilson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Hill, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Here's Bridgewater. That's caught at the 1. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Third and goal for got him, and it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to be pushed.
This just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Bronson Kafusi in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action. Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I remember Phil Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. He's going to go up top again. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. They begin the drive with Hill. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket. But that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
That's taken at around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jameis to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really, at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now, as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Blue ready. Easy.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And the back goes into motion. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And the Ravens taking the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jarrell Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
That was a really nice play. Be able to.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That 2nd down run, a big help. As 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Bridgewater to throw for it under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out